Looking at Unit 3, solving two-step word problems with whole numbers. Is that a question? Are you asking a question? There's another one on the ground.
I know, I need to sharpen this one. I need to sharpen both.
No. We're in the middle. Well, you took it off. I gave you 2 new pencils this morning. You're using those 2. Alex, please stay out of my conversation. Thank you. All right, our learning targets are I can use the 4 operations to solve two-step word problems. I can interpret remainders that result from solving division problems. I can use equations with a letter for the unknown quantity to represent the problem situation. I can use mental math to determine if the answers are reasonable. And I can use estimation strategies to determine if an answers are reasonable. So, focus for 9 steps of critical thinking. Communication. I use clear language to express my ideas and to share information. When you communicate in mathematics, you express through... just kidding. When you communicate in mathematics, you express thoughts clearly and accurately. You might use words, numbers, symbols, pictures, or objects to clearly and precisely communicate thoughts and ideas. In this unit, you will explain how you solve problems. Why is it important to read the problem carefully before you solve it? Write it down. You need to write it on a piece of paper.
Is that social studies?
No. Under that question, at the bottom, page 21, that first question.
You write it on what?
On the line.
Writing this is hard.
So we write it on the line. So write down what we don't write down another piece of paper.
No, you don't write. He doesn't have his book, so he has to write on a piece of paper. You write in your book. And adapt. Actually, let me hear your answers first. It says in the unit you will explain how you solve problems. Why Why is it important to read the problem carefully before you solve it? Charles, thank you.
Because you might get it wrong or you might read it too fast.
You might read it too fast, you might get it wrong. Okay, anybody else want to share? Benjamin.
To make sure we don't mess up.
To make sure we don't mess up. Good. Nathan. So you don't miss any important information. If you don't read it thoroughly, then you may not understand the whole question. Amari?
So you can think about the answer and so you won't struggle.
All right, so you think about the answer and you won't struggle. Sebastian?
So check over it again to see all the information you need.
So check over it again, see all of the information. Let's look at the second one, adapt. I adjust my actions and strategies to accomplish tasks. When you adapt, you think flexibly about mathematics. When you adapt, you try different strategies or use a variety of tools to solve problems. In this unit, you will solve two-step word problems. How might solving a problem in a different way help you check your work? Write it down. I'm sorry. Sit it. Stop. You're not getting another pencil if you take the eraser off. All right. How might solving a problem in a different way help you to check your work?
Oh,
Charles?
because if you did something wrong the first time, you can, if you realize it, you can, the second time you can fix it.
Uh-huh. Very good. Gabriella?
Once you try new things, you can try
Put it in your day.
strategies in two maybe different ways you can solve it better.
Okay. All right. Alex?
Okay, Ms. Piper, okay.
So then we can adapt to different strategies and see which one works best.
You can adapt to different strategies? Yes. Very good. All right. So let's go. Let's get a
I
piece
don't
of.
want Miss Coates to see me in here.
Sorry. Let's go to.
I like you.
I like you too, buddy. But she has to pull you. Page 23. It's a law. All right, so instead of writing actual vocabulary words today, these are all words that you should already know. Okay, so it says write each term from the vocabulary. It says write each term from the vocabulary list. Who's singing or making noise? Please stop. You have a beautiful voice, but I need you to stop. It says write each term from the vocabulary list in the graphic organizer. Write terms that are associated with a specific operation below the symbol for the operation. Write terms that apply to an operation in the larger rectangle below the operation section.
We start?
Oh yeah. So let's do an example. So let's start with the first one. The first one is addition. Where am I going to put it?
And the word that has the blue plus.
Under the add. So addition. Write small so you can fit more than one on there. Cross it out. All right. What's one that's going to go under here?
Difference.
Difference. Because we know difference means subtract. Cross it out. What about here? Look at this sign.
Oh, multiplication.
Multiplication. And then the next one, division. So now, what do I do with the words like whole number, operation, estimation? Where am I putting those? In the big box below. Okay, so do that right now. Take all these words that are up here. Find where they belong, either on with a specific operation or in the big box below.
It's just like if the word math was on there, then you put it in the big box.
Yes. I'm going to give you 8 minutes to do this. It shouldn't take you that long, but I'm giving you 8 minutes. Do that on my way to the restroom. Daddy, I'm on my way to the restroom real quick. Hey, you need to look at those words that are up there, and you need to draw me a chart that has plus, minus, multiply, divide on your paper, so you can do the same thing.
What if we don't know one of them? Because I just look at it and have no clue.
Put a question mark beside it.
Okay. I do know.
And you'll figure it out after you get all the other ones done, baby.
Yeah.
You can go back to it.
It's on the board right there. You can move up closer so you can see it. I'm sorry. Go right back. Yes. Yes, sir. What happened? What? We just went less than like 10 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Did you go when we went? Well, next time you need to try. Whether you need to or not, you need to try. Hey, that's not doing this. We're taking these words that are up here and putting them in the column they go with. And then if they don't go in one of these, they go in the big one below. There's your words. That's why you need to bring your book, bud. Huh? Okay, let me explain it to you again. You're taking the words from the word bank that's at the top, and you need to find where they would go. So we had addition under the plus sign because the plus sign means addition. Then we have subtraction, we have difference under there because we know that when we say difference in a problem, we mean subtraction. You just have to take those words and find where they go. I will move it down for you then. Those are actually the words right there. What other excuse do you have for me today?
There's surprisingly not a lot of words for addition, additional, subtraction, and division.
Turn around. Be facing the front, always. When you get a chance, Miss Betty, can you put their report cards and the impact aid form in their folder? I'm gonna, well, you can read my mind. Somebody's gotta be able to. Hey, please don't beat on the wall.
And I had a few that didn't have their report card or either one here the other day, Friday, when I was out. So I just put them back together and go with them.
Still working? You got about 2 minutes. No, we're not done yet. I'm not done with my lesson. Raise your hand if you still need another minute or two. Okay, you're good. Stay right there. You gotta make sure. Have you done all of them?
I don't know the ones that I could.
No. You're doing all of them.
No, just for 3 hours.
All of them, please. So Lonnie, I need you to turn around, please, and stay turned around. Raise your hand if you need still need, okay, you're good. I'm just getting a check, just checking. Gabby, turn around, please. You need to stay facing the front, please. It's the law.
Who are you waving to?
The only person in my lesson.
Oh. Ava?
Good? Jordan, you good? You need another minute. You're good. All right. Then turn around, face the front, please. Put your mask on properly, please. All right, let's look at these words. We have equation. Where would equation go? In the bottom. Check yours. See if you put it there.
Yes.
Estimation.
Estimation would be in the big box. Could I put two?
Estimation. What, buddy?
That put two or just one? You literally put
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You mean put two or just one?
Oh, just check over it. All right, then we go to operation. Well, any of these can be an operation.
Big box.
So that would go to the bottom box.
The big box.
Big box. Little box, cardboard box. Operation. All right, then we have product.
That goes in
Multiplication. Product. Everybody should be checking over theirs. All right, we got quotient.
Division.
Division. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. Reasonable. Bottom. Reasonable. Remainder.
Subtraction.
Nope.
Divide.
Division. Remainder is what's left over. The remainder. Round.
Round would be in the bottom
Goes in the bottom. Round.
because you can round any number.
You can round any one of these. Alright, we have subtraction.
Subtraction. The difference.
We have sum.
Addition.
And then we have whole number
Big box.
in the big box. Whole number. Raise your hand if you got every one of those correct. Good job. If you missed one or two, that's still good too. Still wonderful. All right, let's go look at the page before this, the concept exploration. Looking at the page before this, please.
22.
22. Please. All right, it says work with a partner, but since we are in COVID lockdown, we cannot work with a partner, so we're going to do this together. For each model, use each operation only one time. Then solve the equation to find the variable the value of the variable. So we have the t right here. That's my variable. That just means a letter that represents a number, but we got to figure out that number. So we have a whole number and we have one part. We have a whole number, the whole section. This is what's called a tape diagram right here. It's called a tape diagram. When you see this, that means that this whole thing from here to here equals 375. Part of it equals 258. We have to figure out what this part is, t, the variable t, what that is. So which equation am I using? Subtraction. It would be 375 minus 258 would give me what my answer for t is. Because we have a whole, that's my whole, what the whole thing is. If you subtract that, it'll give me what's left over, what fits in there. So, let's subtract it. 375 minus 258. Let's subtract. Alright, subtract that now and write your answer on the t, on the line for t. In your book. When you're done with that, put your hands on your ears. Julia, you with me, baby? Julia, I'm up here. You with me? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, so we have 8 minus 5. Got to do what? Regroup. Change my 7 to a 6. Change my 5 to a 15. 15 minus 8 is? 15 minus 8 is 7. 6 minus 5 is? 1. 3 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 117, we can check that by saying 258 plus 117 should give us 375. We could check it. If we wanted to use another way to figure it out, we could say plus 258. 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 1. 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. So, see how I checked it? I was just checking it. All right, now, we have a whole number, and we have 4 different parts. Each part equals 46. Nope. Nope. Which operation am I using with that? I'm using multiplication because I'm saying 46 times what would give me B? 46. How many 46s are there?
4.
Times 4 would give me B. Give me my answer, my whole. So, 46 times 4. Do it now. Oh man, I didn't put my lunch number in. Alright, when you finish with that, put your right hand on your head. When you finish with that, put your right hand on your head. Just your right hand. Jordan, are you thinking or you got your hand on your head? Okay. For some reason I thought you were like thinking like, Alright. Yep. 6 times 4 is? 4 is 24. Put down my 4, carry my 2. 4 times 4 is?
8.
4 times 4 is? 16 plus 2 is? 18. So B equals 184. So if I did 46 plus 46 plus 46 plus 46, I would get 184.
That's totally not what I did. For some reason, I added my 2 and put 4.
Oh, jeez.
I did the wrong
No, you added your 4
Yeah,
instead
I
of multiplied. All right, number 3. We have 2 numbers and then we're missing the total. What operation? It's not subtract. It's addition. It's addition. I have 2 parts and I need to figure out the whole. I need to add these 2 to figure out the whole. 6,295 plus 3,525 equals F. Now do it. The door's not locked. Alright, when you finish, put one hand on your heart. Do this one.
I finished reading this whole book.
Okay, well, we're in the middle of math, so we're not taking a test yet.
Please.
No. Hey. do this one for homework. You know, right here.
Homework, okay.
Yeah, this one right here. Put it in your notebook. Tell Ava, hey.
Yeah.
Okay. He signed up. Oh, her name. All right. Let me see. I'm looking for heads and hearts. Heads and hearts. Hearts and heads. All right. Let's do it. 5 plus 5 is 10. Regroup my 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. 122. And then 6 plus 3 is 9. Did you get that?
Yes.
Alright, so that leaves our last one. We have a whole and we have missing parts. So what operation is this one? Division. We have 45 divided by how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to put them into 5 equal parts. Would equal X. Yes. No. You have pencils. You took the eraser off. So I told you you're not getting another pencil.
Divided by
5, because there's 5 different parts. We're trying to make 5 equal groups.
Oh, so 45 divided
All right, answer that problem. That one should be easy. You can just say what times 5 is 45, or you can say 45 divided by 5. When you're done with that, put your hand on your nose. That doesn't mean talk.
You're not finished. Yeah, you.
Jaden, you don't even have your book open. Jaden, you don't even have your book open, so you're not finished either. Turn around, put your mask on.
I keep putting the answer in the equation.
Oh. All right, 45 divided by 5. 5 goes into 45 9 times. 5 times 9 is 45. Subtract gives me 0. The answer for X is 9. Or you could have said 5 times blank equals 45. That's the same way. That'd be 5 times 9.
That was an easy one.
All right, how did you use critical think? How did you use critical thinking traits to communicate in this activity? How did you use critical thinking trait communication in this activity? You can just answer it out to me. Kalani, turn around.
What does it mean by communicate?
Well, you're communicating to me right now. You're talking to me. So how did you use critical thinking trait communicate in this activity? Amari,
Write it or do we say it? Stretching.
are you stretching? You can just say it.
We're writing. We're writing. I'm writing.
We're talking about it. We're talking about which.
No.
Hey, stop with your feet, please. All right. How did you use critical thinking traits adapt in this activity?
You adapt from the first one by figuring this one out, and then you can kind of like figure out the other ones out if you adapt to the first one.
As you go on.
Yeah.
Alex, what's that, buddy? Can you put that in your book bag, please, sir? Can you put that in your book bag, please, sir? Please don't.
Oh my gosh. Do we have to write this out? No, we can just say it out loud. Oh, alright.
Excuse me. There's way too much talking, way too much turning around, way too much not paying attention.
I'm a banana. No.
All right, let's look at the concept development, page 24.
It's almost lunch.
Almost, not yet, but almost. Yep. It says model addition and subtraction. Says two or more addendums are combined in addition. For whole numbers, the sum is the greater number and represented by the longest bar. If you know both addendums, add them to find the sum.
Oh no.
Since addition and subtraction are related, you can use the same model to represent subtraction. For whole numbers, the sum is the greater number in the subtraction equation. Subtract an addendum from the sum to find the difference. The model may represent any of the following related equations depending on which number is unknown. The sum is 850 and one addendum is 600. The unknown addendum is A. So you would have your tape diagram. Alex, that's 5 minutes of your recess you owe me.
What kind of chart is it?
It's a tape diagram.
Tape.
Diagram. So the total is going to be at the top, the bigger number right here. And then one side is going to be 600, and then this is what A is going to be because that's what's missing. That is subtraction. Addition would be if we knew both of them, we just didn't know the top one. Jaden, if you're going to stand, you've got to face the front. You need to put your mask on and sit still. All right, looking at model multiplication and division. Equal groups are combined in multiplication. For whole numbers, the product is a greater number and represented by the longest bar. If you know the number of groups and the number in each group, multiplying to find the product. In the model, the number in each group is represented by factor. There's that word factor. I told you we would hear it a lot of times. Since multiplication and division are related, or they're called inverse operations, but that's a big word, you can use the same model to represent division. The dividend is represented by the product. The factor is represents the divisor. If you know the dividend, the product, and one factor, divide to find the other factor or the quotient. The model may represent any of the following related equations depending on which number is unknown. The product is 568. One factor is 4, so the unknown factor is f. So if I wanted to show this one in a tape diagram, I would draw my tape diagram. I know that my answer or my whole number is 568, and then my other factor is 4. So we have to figure out what f would be.
15, 16. Wow. All right, one more. One more. And then it's gonna be time for lunch.
Not yet. Almost, but not yet. So sketch a model to represent each step and then solve the problem. Ken has 2 reading books each week for 8 weeks in the summer. His goal is to read 25 books in all. How many books does Ken still need to read to meet his goal? So, first thing we do is we read the problem for the first time. Second time, we do what?
Take out information.
We take out the information. It says sketch a model to represent each step. Each step meaning 1, which could be any of the operations. Now, please stop beating. Then solve the problem. Ken has read 2 books each, so 1 week. Please stop beating your pencil. Week, that would be multiply, divide, for 8 weeks in the summer. His goal is to read 25 books in all. How many books does Ken still need to read to meet his goal? All right, so there are 2 questions in this problem. So, what is my first question asking?
Why Kalani laughing at me?
I don't know. What is my first question asking?
Kalani, why are you laughing at me?
That's the unknown.
Pull your pants up.
I don't even have on no underwear.
Pull your pants up. Thank you. So, what's my first question? What's my first part of the, what would my first model be?
Eight times 2.
8 times 2, because that's going to tell me what, Charles?
What number he's at right now.
All right, so we're doing multiplication. So our product I'm thinking. So the answer would be 8 and 2. So what's 8 times 2? 16. So that's how many books? That's first step. That's A. Now we need to do B. We need to subtract So we have our total amount that he wanted to read was what?
25 bucks.
25 books, and we know he read so far how many? 16. So we'll represent B. So that's my second model. So 25 minus 16. Hey, just 1 second. I'm almost done. Or if you can go to Miss Betty. All right. Go. Change my 2 to a 1. Change my 5 to a 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. So how many books left does he need?
9.
He needs to read 9 more books. 22. All right. We are done for the day.